Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Ortizan M8 outdoor waterproof speaker. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So on the side here we have some specs. It supports Bluetooth 5.0. The battery capacity is 14,400 milliamp hours. So this supports MP3, WAVE, and WMA. It says peak power is 100 watts, rated power is 80 watts, and it has an IPX7 waterproof rating. So let's get this open. So this shows the different buttons and how to use them. So the power button will change the lighting effects, and you long press it for 3 seconds to power it on and off. Has a mode button that switches between Bluetooth, micro SD, auxiliary, and USB. So this has different ways you can put music into it. It says long press to disconnect Bluetooth. Then we have plus minus buttons. So you short press it to turn the volume up and down, and you long press it to go to the next or previous tracks. There's a pause button, that's self-explanatory. There's a bass button. It says short press to switch sound effects between normal and heavy bass. Long press to clear Bluetooth pairing information. This one says echo. It says long press to turn on off TWS mode. So that's true wireless stereo. So TWS allows you to take multiple speakers and pair them together for a stereo pair. So this is a stereo speaker, but if you have 2 speakers you can connect them up and use them together. Then we have battery level indicator, Bluetooth indicator, the TF card, which is micro SD slot, charging port, auxiliary port, and USB port. This goes over the different parts. If you're having any weird issues with it, you can put a pin in the reset port to reset it. And here's some troubleshooting. So over here we have the strap, the power adapter, and the auxiliary cord. The power adapter outputs, it's like 15 volts at 1.5 amps. Get the speaker out. So this is a good size speaker. Here we have a rubber base. We have rubber bumpers on the end. We have passive transducers in the end. Let's go to the front here. Let's pull this plastic off. Then on top we have the buttons, and these are the ports. So if you want it to be waterproof, you do need to have this closed. The buttons are tactile buttons. This is kind of a rubberized membrane here. So you could set this up like this, or like this. And here's the strap. We'll put that on. So it has a shoulder strap to carry it. Has a little pouch in there. I guess you could stuff the strap in there maybe, or maybe the cords. So let's test this out. So first I'll get it charging up. Let's press power and see if it has power. Okay, it has power, but let's get it charged anyway. So this blue light is blinking, so it should be in Bluetooth mode. I have my iPad here, and here it says M8 under Bluetooth. I'll tap it. I'm in the settings on my iPad. It looks like that connected. So now I'll go into some music. Okay, so it's playing music right now. Now if I want to go, let's see if it's next track, I'll hold down minus. And minus goes to the previous track. Let's go to the next track. And the next track. Let's try the bass button. So this is the heavier bass. I don't know that it's going to come through on this microphone, but I like that heavier bass setting. So as I'm pressing these buttons, like when I pause, it's pausing it on my iPad through the Bluetooth. I'm going to turn it up all the way for a second to see if it distorts. I didn't hear any significant distortion when I was doing that. So that sounded very good at full volume. Now you're not going to feel the bass out of a speaker this size in your chest, but I thought it sounded a lot better than a smaller speaker would sound. Let's try it without the power now. Okay, so it's running off battery. Now this can also use micro SD and USB, so all the ports are in here. So I have a USB drive with music on it. I'll plug that in here. Now it automatically switched modes. so you can use the controls to go between the tracks. Now I think this works best to have like a party mix on your media. If you had 1,000 songs on here and you wanted to listen to a specific song, it'd be kind of difficult to go through this interface to find it. You'd have to go through every single song separately. But say you're having an outdoor party, I think the best way would probably not to be to use USB, but get a micro SD card, fill it up with your songs, place it in here, and then seal this. So that way you're waterproof and the music's on the device. Now, of course, you can connect with Bluetooth. That's no problem. If you connect with Bluetooth and your phone's in your pocket, it may cut in and out as you move around if you go out of range. So keep that in mind. And that's why I mentioned that micro SD card. If you do that, it's self-contained on here. But if you're in a gym or a shop and you're listening to music while you're working, typically you're not moving around, and the Bluetooth would be a good way to connect to this. Of course, you can connect with your phone, computer, tablet. And then you can also connect with the auxiliary to something like a portable CD player or some other device with the headphone jack. This also has a light on it on the end. You can see there's a green light, it just turned blue. If I press the power button, that will change modes. So now it's going around in a circle. And now it's off. So that's kind of a fast mode. So that's the Ortizan M8 Bluetooth speaker. So the Amazon description lists this as having 12 hours of playback. So that's going to depend on the volume of the music you're playing. So if you're playing some heavy bass music, you'll have lower runtime than if you're playing just say like a podcast at low volume. But for most people, 12 hours will get through say an evening party or a pool party or something. I like that it has this strap here, makes it easy to carry. And it has that rubberized texture here. And since this is waterproof, you could take it to the beach, you could have it outside, you could have it near a pool, and you don't have to worry about it getting wet. I like the sound out of it. It had a really nice deep bass, and it sounded good even at full volume. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.